Alex. Welcome back to another episode of our podcast.
Hi, Annie. Hi, everyone listening. I'm so excited about today's topic.
Me too. We're talking about school, right?
Yep, school, a place full of memories, challenges, and lots of funny stories.
Honestly, school is such a big part of everyone's life.
Exactly. It's where we spend so many years growing, learning, and making friends.
And sometimes it feels like a second home.
True. We go through so many firsts there. Our first friend, first teacher, even our first exam.
Exams. I still get nervous thinking about them.
Same here. But exams aside, school was also where we had so much fun.
Definitely. I think we both have some special memories to share today.
Oh, yes, so many. Good ones, funny ones, even embarrassing ones.
That's what makes talking about school so relatable. Everyone has their own stories.
Right. Even though we went to different schools, I bet we'll find lots of things in common.
Totally. For example, the feeling of walking into class on the first day, so scary yet exciting.
Oh, I remember that. My hands were sweating like crazy.
Mine too. And then you look around trying to figure out who might be your friend.
And hoping the teacher is nice, that was always my biggest fear.
Same. A strict teacher can make the whole year feel tough.
But sometimes strict teachers ended up being the ones who cared the most.
That's true. We'll get into that later when we talk about teachers.
Yes, I can't wait for that section.
But first, I think we should just share our personal experiences, like how we felt about school in general.
Good idea. You know, some people love school, others can't wait to leave it.
I think I was somewhere in the middle. What about you?
Same here. Some days were the best, some days felt endless.
But overall, school really shaped who we are now,
Definitely. It taught us lessons that go beyond textbooks.
like teamwork, patience, and learning how to handle pressure.
And also how to deal with people. Friends, classmates, even people we didn't always get along with.
True, those social lessons are so valuable.
So today, I think our listeners will enjoy walking down memory lane with us.
Yes, and maybe they'll remember their own school days while listening.
That would be perfect.
Okay, so what's the plan for today's episode?
We'll talk about personal experiences, our favorite subjects and teachers, the challenges we faced, and then wrap it up with some reflections.
Sounds like a great plan.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Me too. So, shall we jump into the next section?
Let's do it.
Alex, do you remember your very first day at school?
Oh, yes, very clearly. I was holding my mom's hand so tightly because I was both excited and scared.
Oh, that sounds so sweet. I cried on my first day. I remember sitting in the corner feeling shy.
Really? That's adorable. I was nervous too, but once I saw some kids smiling, I felt a little better.
It's funny how the first day feels so huge when you're a child.
Yes, like stepping into a new world with strange faces and tall teachers.
For me, the smell of chalk and new books is what I remember most.
Ah, I love that memory. For me, it was the sound of the school bell. It was so loud and scary at first.
I know. And then you slowly get used to it, and it becomes part of your routine.
Speaking of routines, do you remember what your mornings were like before school?
Absolutely. Waking up early, putting on the uniform, and eating a quick breakfast. Sometimes I skipped it because I was too sleepy.
Same here. I often just grabbed a piece of bread and ran to catch the bus.
Did you like taking the bus?
Not really at first, but then I enjoyed sitting with friends and chatting. It became fun.
I walked to school with a group of neighbors. We used to talk and laugh so much on the way.
That must have been nice. I think those little daily moments are what we remember most.
Totally. What about your first exam? Do you remember how nervous you were?
Oh, absolutely. I thought it was the end of the world. My hands were sweaty and I couldn't even hold the pencil properly.
Same here. But once it was over, I realized it wasn't as scary as I had imagined.
True. Exams felt huge, but they taught us how to deal with pressure.
And sometimes they also taught us that we forgot to study the right chapter.
Yes, that happened to me once. I studied so hard, but for the wrong subject.
Oops, that must have been frustrating.
It was, but now it's funny to think about.
Did you ever have moments when you felt really proud at school?
Yes. Once I won a small art competition. My teacher put my drawing on the wall, and I felt like a star.
That's amazing. I remember getting chosen to sing in a school play. My parents came to watch, and it made me feel so special.
These little achievements mean a lot when we're kids.
Exactly. They build our confidence step by step.
And even mistakes or failures taught us important lessons.
Yes, like learning to try again or to accept that sometimes things don't go perfectly.
Looking back, I realized those personal experiences are what shaped my school life, more than grades alone.
I agree. The small, everyday stories, the friendships, the challenges, those are what stay with us.
And now sharing them like this feels so heartwarming.
It really does. Okay, shall we move on to talk about our favorite subjects, teachers, and memories?
Yes, I can't wait for that part.
Alex, let's talk about favorite subjects. What was yours?
Without doubt, it was history. I loved hearing stories about kings, queens, and battles.
Oh, wow, that sounds exciting. For me, it was literature. Reading poems and novels made me so happy.
I can see that. You've always loved words. Did you ever write your own poems back then?
Yes, I did. They were simple, but my teacher encouraged me to keep writing.
That's wonderful. Teachers can really make us feel confident.
Absolutely. Speaking of teachers, who was your favorite one?
My history teacher, of course. He told stories like a movie. Sometimes he even acted them out.
That sounds fun. My favorite teacher was my literature teacher. She had this soft voice that made every story magical.
Isn't it amazing how a teacher's passion can make a subject so alive?
Yes, totally. And when they believe in you, you start believing in yourself.
Exactly. I still remember my teacher telling me, Alex, you should never stop asking questions. That stayed with me.
Aw, that's so touching. For me, my teacher said, Annie, you have a voice that people should hear. That gave me courage.
That's beautiful. Sometimes just a few words can change how we see ourselves.
Totally agree. Now, what about favorite school memories?
Let me think. Oh, I remember the first time our class went on a field trip. We went to a museum and I was so excited.
Field trips were the best. I loved the feeling of being out of the classroom with friends.
Yes, like a small adventure. Do you remember your first school trip?
Yes, it was to the zoo. I was so amazed to see lions and giraffes for the first time.
That must have been magical. I think trips made us closer to classmates too.
True, we shared snacks, played games, and laughed together. Those moments were priceless.
Another great memory for me was sports day. Even though I wasn't very athletic, I loved cheering for my team.
Oh, I loved sports day too. I once ran a race and came last, but my friends clapped for me anyway.
That's so sweet. It shows how friendship matters more than winning.
Yes, and that's why those memories are so warm. It's not about the result, but about how we felt.
Did you ever do any school plays or performances?
Yes, I sang in a play once, and I was so nervous. But afterward, I felt proud.
That's amazing. I once dressed as a tree in a play. I didn't even have lines, but I was so happy to be part of it.
Haha, that's adorable. Sometimes even small roles give us the biggest joy.
Exactly. And now looking back, I realize those fun little memories are what I cherish most.
Same here. Grades and exams fade, but the laughter, the trips, the teacher's encouragement, those stay forever.
So true. School was not just about learning subjects, it was about learning life.
Well said, Alex. And I'm grateful we had those experiences to shape who we are today.
Me too. Okay, I think it's time we talk about something every student faces, the challenges at school.
Oh, yes. That's a big one. Let's dive into that next.
Alex, we talked about favorite memories, but school wasn't always easy, right?
Definitely not. There were challenges too. For me, the hardest thing was math.
Oh, I feel you. Math was a big challenge for me as well. Numbers just didn't make sense sometimes.
Exactly. I studied hard, but during exams, I would just freeze.
Same here. I remember staring at a problem for 20 minutes and still not knowing what to do.
Did you ever get help from friends or teachers?
Yes, my friend explained things in a simple way. That really helped me survive.
Lucky you. I wish I had someone patient like that.
What about other challenges besides math?
Honestly, speaking in front of the class.
I got so nervous, my hands would shake.
Oh, I know that feeling. I used to practice at home, but when I stood up in class, my voice still trembled.
Public speaking felt like a mountain back then.
Yes, but over time, I got better. Every little presentation built my confidence.
True, small steps matter. What about homework? Did you struggle with it?
Sometimes, not the easy subjects, but when we had a huge project, I felt overwhelmed.
Same, especially group projects. Working with different people was not always easy.
Yeah, sometimes one person did all the work while others just disappeared.
Yes, that was frustrating, but it also taught us about teamwork, even the messy side of it.
Exactly. And let's not forget exams. They were always stressful.
Oh, yes. Exam season was like a nightmare. I would drink too much coffee and sleep too little.
I stayed up late memorizing things and then forgot half of them the next morning.
That happened to me too. Stress made my mind go blank.
But you know what? Looking back, it taught us resilience.
Yes, and how to handle pressure.
Another challenge I faced was making friends in a new school. It wasn't easy at first.
I understand. Walking into a classroom full of strangers can feel scary.
It really does. But once someone smiled and talked to me, I felt safe.
That's the power of kindness. I had the same experience when I moved schools once.
Oh, really? How did you adjust?
Slowly, I joined a soccer team, and that helped me connect with people.
That's a smart way. Activities often bring people together.
Exactly. And soon, school didn't feel so scary anymore.
So even though challenges were tough, they also helped us grow.
Yes, challenges were teachers too, just in a different form.
That's a lovely way to put it, Alex.
Thank you. And I think talking about challenges makes me realize how strong we were as kids.
Same here. It wasn't easy, but it shaped us.
And maybe that's why we appreciate the fun memories even more.
Absolutely. Without challenges, the sweet moments wouldn't shine as bright.
Couldn't agree more. So, shall we move on to wrap up our school talk?
Yes, let's do a nice closing for today. Wow, Alex, we really covered so much about school today.
Yes, from happy memories to tough challenges, it feels like we just walked through our childhood again.
I know. Talking about school always brings back a mix of emotions. Some laughter, some stress, and a lot of nostalgia.
True. And I realized even the hard parts made us stronger in some way.
Exactly. Like, if I hadn't struggled with math, maybe I wouldn't have learned how to ask for help.
And if I hadn't been nervous about public speaking, I might never have practiced and improved.
Right. School was like a little training ground for real life.
Yes, it wasn't perfect, but it shaped us into who we are now.
Do you ever miss those school days?
Sometimes I do. I miss the simple routines like sitting in class, chatting with friends, or just waiting for the lunch bell.
Same here. I especially miss laughing with friends about silly things only we understood.
Yes, and the inside jokes that no one else got.
Those were golden. I think friendships were the best part of school.
I agree. Books and lessons were important, but friends made the journey enjoyable.
Exactly. Without them, school would have felt empty.
And teachers, too. Some of them left a real mark on us.
Definitely. I still remember one teacher who believed in me when I doubted myself.
That's beautiful, Annie. Sometimes a teacher's encouragement is all we need to keep going.
Yes, and those little moments stay with us forever.
So if we think about it, school was not just a place to study, it was a place to grow, make mistakes, learn, and build memories.
Well said, Alex. It was truly a journey.
And I'm glad we shared our stories today. It made me appreciate those years even more.
Same here. Talking with you feels like opening a scrapbook full of old but precious memories.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I mean it. And I hope our listeners also remembered their own school days while listening.
Yes. Maybe they smiled, maybe they laughed, or maybe they even felt a little emotional.
That's the beauty of sharing stories. They connect us.
Exactly. And now it's time to close our episode.
Right. Thank you, everyone, for spending time with us today.
We hope you enjoyed this cozy talk about school.
And maybe you'll call a friend after this, or send a message to a teacher you appreciate.
That would be wonderful.
Until next time, stay curious and keep learning.
And never forget the little moments that make life special.
Bye-bye, everyone.
See you next time.